Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be unboxing and swatching the new Colourpop Hocus Pocus collection, which was called the Coven Crew collection. Now, before we get started here, I was super excited when this collection came out because I think last year when they launched their collection, I was still in the midst of my I hate Colourpop phase. For something that had happened a couple years ago, and I just thought that they had really bad customer service, but I was able to let that go and get onto the Colourpop train once again. I'm a little disappointed with myself because when I went through all that, I got rid of like all of my Colourpop stuff, so I've been sort of like slowly replenishing it. But the nice thing about when they launched this collection, which they launched I'd say a couple of weeks ago, it did take a little while to get to me. I don't know if that's because I'm in Canada and they're based in California, but it's always taken a little bit longer for Colourpop to ship up here. But when they launched their new collection, they also gave makeup lovers an opportunity to pick up the collection from last year, which is what I also did. Now, I'm not going to review last year's collection, which was called the Gather Round Sisters collection. I'm pretty sure is what it was called. That's definitely what the palette is called. But I do have it here just so we can kind of compare some of the packaging, compare the colors in the palette, so that maybe if you got last year's collection, you might skip out on this year's, or if you only got this year's collection, you might feel better about not getting last year's collection. So I picked up both collections as a whole. I was able to get every single piece I was on as soon as they launched. So the collection from last year was $130 for the full collection. You did get a couple more pieces, like it was a fuller collection than this year's, but this year's is really nice too, and this year's it was, I believe, $99. Now it said $99 for $106 value, so there's not a ton of savings there. So if you looked at that whole collection and said, you know, I really don't want this or this or this, definitely you could pick up the pieces individually and it wouldn't be a big deal. And I will try, you know what, I'm not going to list the prices during the video. I'm going to just put them in the description below along with links that you can click to. Now, some pieces of the collection are unfortunately sold out, but last year they were doing several restocks because it was so popular, so hopefully they will do that again this year. Now, as you guys can see, I am pretty fresh-faced right now. I've got foundation, concealer on, I've got an eyeshadow primer and blush. I don't even have a highlighter on, which is silly because I should have done that, but no big deal. I'll do it in a little bit. But the reason for that is because I did want to try out this collection on the face. Now, I am going out to dinner tonight with my parents. It is their anniversary, so we're going to be doing nothing too crazy. Like, I've seen some people do some pretty crazy looks because it is a Halloween collection, and I'm pretty sure there is a black lipstick in here. We will not be trying that on our face tonight. I will swatch everything on my hand or arms for you guys, and then we'll play with part of the collection on our face. So, of course, the first thing that we are going to open up is the I Shall Always Be With You Binks Mirror. This came in the full collection. Also, the Black Flame candle did come in the full collection. I can't show you guys that because they sent me an email that said they were going to ship it separately, so that hasn't arrived yet, but no big deal. I don't feel like I need that to show you guys. It is just a candle. So this is what the mirror looks like. It comes pretty well packaged. It is a round mirror. I'm not going to show you guys because it'll just create a weird reflection. And on the back it says that same I Shall Always Be With You. It's in like an orangey, coppery kind of a foil color. Really, really pretty, really lightweight, looks like a little cat, and there is a big, big mirror on it, so I'm really looking forward to having this to sit here and do my makeup with you guys. So that is the first thing that came in this collection. The next thing we're going to look at is something that wasn't in last year's collection. So last year they put out two of the Glitterly Obsessed like glitter gel sort of things, which I've had before. I'm not actually a big fan of them, but they do serve a purpose sometimes. This year they put out a trio of Super Shock shadows. Now, before I get into this too far, I do want to kind of compare the packaging from this year to last year's because it is very different aesthetically. So last year all of the packaging was kind of spooky and it was like black or like a charcoal gray with like spider webs and moons on it, little, you know, orange speckles, and every time that they were deciphering or distinguishing which the product was made for, they just sort of put the hair. Well, this year is different. The collection is a little bit more like cartoony, I would say, almost a little bit more fun, less spooky. So this is what it looks like this year. It is orange and purple. Oh my gosh, I love that there's the vacuum cleaner right there. That is the best thing ever. And then on hers, there's a mop. So there must be a broom on Winnie's. And rather than just show the hair, they did these kind of like caricature versions of the three sisters on the front. Super, super cute. So you kind of know which sister each thing is inspired by. So like I said, I'm not going to talk about what came in last year's, just kind of a comparison of the packaging for sure and the different items. Another thing that came out last year that didn't come out this year were eyelashes. There weren't any in this year's, but there was some other stuff. So this is what the packaging looks like for this. You kind of take the sleeve off and you can see the three shadows there, and there is an eye on it that looks like the eye from the spell book, a little skull, and then a moon, of course. So these colors are really pretty. I think that they're really wearable. It's one of the things I like about this collection. I'm trying not to rip the packaging because I think it's really cute and I kind of want to keep it. I like this collection because yes, it is a Halloween collection, but at the same time, it is very wearable for all year round. So the three colors in here are Forever Bewitching. That is like a purple kind of grapish sort of color, very glittery, very shiny. I love Super Shock shadows. I haven't had one in so long, but I used to just adore them. Like I said, I got rid of a ton of my Colourpop stuff, and when it all went, all my Super Shock shadows went, which is kind of sad because they are really, really good products. They are really affordable. It's one of my favorite things about Colourpop is they are one of the more affordable brands. This next one is To Be Young and Beautiful. Again, it's kind of like a dusty golden sort of a color, little champagne-y. And of course it has that same embossed relief that all Super Shock shadows have, just like it almost looks like Little Mermaid scales or something, but all Super Shock shadows have that, so that's nothing new to this particular collection. So no big deal. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I just saw, so on the sides of the front, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, I don't know if my camera is going to focus, it says I Smell Children, so this must be Mary's color. And then this one says I Put a Spell on You. I'm guessing that would be Winifred's color. I'm going to have to see what the third one says. The third one says, I Am Beautiful. Absolutely, that is Sarah's color. So this one is like a true, almost like I don't know why I was going to say like pumpkin gold, because I don't think that's a thing. But it's a really, really, really pretty, like orangish sort of color. And there it is right there. Those colors are absolutely gorgeous, super wearable. I'm really excited to have them, and I'm probably going to end up keeping them in the little box because I think the box is so cute. I think Colourpop did not miss a beat on the packaging, and I think that's really important. Like it shouldn't be, it really should be all about what's inside of the package, but Colourpop products are great. We all know this. So to see them like adding those little details, like the little quotes from each of the witches. Oh, it's so good. It's actually getting to be that time of year where I can watch Hocus Pocus. Not that I wouldn't watch it all year, but you know. So the next thing that came in the new set was this spider mark face stamp. Okay, so this is probably something I'm not going to wear. A, I hate spiders, and B, I have a face stamp. It's a maple leaf face stamp, and I never wear that, but really cute to have for like Halloween or something like that. Maybe if you're going as a witch or something, you could do it as though it's like dropping from the outer corner of your eye or something like that. Kids would really like this, I would think. So this is what it looks like. It basically, does anybody remember, you're not gonna be able to see it here, it's all black. I'll stamp it on my hand, but does anybody remember like, when Crayola had those stamp markers? That's what it reminds me of. So there it is. Really, really juicy, really good, you know, payoff. It definitely looks like a spider. It's bleeding on my hand a little bit. It might take a couple of, I'm just going to take it off now before it stains as it already has. It might take, like if you're doing it on your face, you might want to take a couple practice runs at it. Make sure it's not bleeding too much or coming out like kind of gloopy or anything like that, so that you do get the perfect impression, because I imagine that this would be like the final part of a makeup look, and if you had all your makeup beautifully done and then you like squish this on your face and it just came out as a blob, you might be kind of disappointed. So that would be the only thing I would think about for that in particular. but I think that's kind of obvious. Now we're gonna get into the lip cream. So like I said, last year they put out like little lip kits, and I believe that they came with, yep, so they came with a Lux lipstick and a lippy pencil, and I'm pretty sure most of them were in like a red shade. I'm just going to take them out to kind of confirm that. So yeah, Sarah's was a nice deep red. That's weird. I'm just gonna put that where it belongs. Oh, maybe not. Okay, sorry. Sometimes in these packaging, there's like a little square part in the corner where you would expect that the eyeliner or the lip liner would go, and it just wasn't in there, so I thought it should be, but then it didn't fit, so whatever. I'm pretty sure all of the ones last year were like different shades of red, which is nice, but also like most people have one shade of red lipstick that they prefer, that they're drawn to the most. Myself inclusive, I like the really like true blue tone reds, or I like a deep red. I don't tend to go for like yellow tone or orange tone reds, but this year I believe that they are different. So let's get into each of these. So the first one is Tonight We Fly, and like I said, there is the little broom on it, because if you remember the scene in the movie, and I would insert a clip, but I don't know if it's going to be copyright infringement. So it's basically where she says, "Tonight we fly," and the Mary goes, "On what do we fly?" So this is Winifred's color, and it is like a deep purple. Maybe this is the color I thought was black, and it's not, but it has a little like kind of silhouette of her on the front. Really, really cute. I've never tried these lip creams. I'm very excited to. So like I said, this one is like a deep purple. We're gonna just do a little swatch. Really pigmented, really creamy. On my hand, it feels really good. I doubt that this will be the one that I put on for today, but it is a really pretty color. Happy about that. Next one is Mary's, and this is Calming Circle. So that's where she says, like when Winifred's freaking out, she says, "I suggest we form a calming circle." And then she yells, "I am calm." That's basically my whole life. And it has the little vacuum cleaner on it. Super cute. Oh, this one is absolutely beautiful. This will probably be my favorite. It's a really nice kind of nude sort of color. Kind of has a bit of a pinky brownie tone to it. Really, really pretty. I'm excited about this one. I'm really happy that they did put a more neutral color in this collection, because as much as it is, oh god, that color's stunning. Look at that. As much as it is a Halloween kind of themed collection, you want to be able to wear these colors all year round, and that is like the perfect My Lips But Better kind of color. I'm really excited. That'll probably be the one we put on today. And this one is Hello Boys, and it's got the little mop on the side. So cute. They're killing it with their packaging. Oh my goodness. Well, there's the black lipstick that I thought was in this collection. That definitely is. This is probably not going to be one I'm going to wear very often, except for maybe like Halloween or something like that. Maybe I'll do a fun Halloween spooky kind of look this year. I normally don't, but you know. But what I will say is, for a black lipstick, it is very, very black, very creamy, super pigmented, and I feel like that's what you want in a black lipstick. The last thing that you want, if that's the look that you're intending to go for, is something that is a little bit transparent or not completely full coverage, that maybe has your normal lip color show underneath. Now, would that show a normal lip color underneath? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because I'm not putting it on my lips, but none of my skin is showing through, so that leaves me with a pretty high hope that that might not happen. And finally, we're going to get into the palette for this year's collection. Now, first things first, let's compare the packaging. So this is this year's collection. Super cute. It just says Witching Hour on it, and it's that same purple and orange kind of theme with the three witches riding their broom, vacuum cleaner, and mop. Super cute. This shadow palette has 12 eyeshadows in it. The one from last year had 15. So again, it's a little bit more spooky. This is the Gather Round Sisters palette. I just want to compare the colors in it, make sure that we don't see a ton of repeats, because I think that this would be like the make or break for a collection, like on whether or not you would maybe get both. I don't know. Maybe you're like me and you just love Hocus Pocus, and so you want to have both of them. So last year's collection came like this. Okay. I thought it all like broke over here because it's dirty, but I think that's the way that it's meant to look. So it's kind of more like spooky colors, a little bit more dark. Also, if this shadow palette had been broken, it would have been my fault because when it came here, I dropped it on the floor and that was on me, not on Colourpop. I will just say that. So yay, it's not broken. Looks like they're traveling a little bit better. So that was last year's. Let's look at this year, shall we? Super cute. A lot more vibrant, a lot more fun, but also some definitely like neutral wearable colors. So very, very different vibes, very different aesthetics from last year to this year. Really excited to play with this. So let's swatch every color on our arm and then we will go ahead and we will do a look with this. Hopefully this video is not going to be too long. I'll try and kind of speed it up as I go. But yeah, so it looks like you get 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmer shades and 6 matte shades. Really pretty. So let's just start from the top. I'm just going to go as quickly as I possibly can. So we've got from the bottom, we have the shade 300 Years. This is a shimmery one. Then we have All Hallows Eve. It's kind of like a yellow taupey sort of color. This beautiful kind of pumpkin orange is Moon is Round. And then we have this beautiful, beautiful color that'll probably be my favorite, which is Summon Us. Really, really nice start. This is kind of where most of the neutral colors are sitting. Which I always feel like, not that I don't love palettes that are really fun and really vibrant, but I feel like these are the kind of staple colors that you really, really need to sort of create a base look so that you can do some of the more fun stuff over top. This next row is all shimmers. Also, I lied to you guys, there's 5 shimmers and that would leave 7 mattes. Yes, that's right. Can't do math. So these are the shimmers. Absolutely gorgeous, really nice variety, and especially if you include that kind of champagne-y shimmer from the first part. So this is Under the Ground, Bubble Bubble, Twist the Bones, and Circle of Salt. I really need to watch this movie like ASAP because this is just so much throwback stuff for me. I love Hocus Pocus so, so much. I know my parents have it on DVD. I'm gonna have to ask to borrow it because I just love it. And the last row is all mattes. Okay, so here they are. They're kind of deeper colors, but still super wearable. I really like that. So we have Green Newt, Life Potion, Hello Billy, and Fur Black as Black, which is interesting because that color to me is not black. It's kind of more teal. And maybe they meant to do that. I'm not too sure. But those are the colors that came in this palette. I think it is a really, really nice array of colors. I'm really excited to play with this. So let's do that. As I said before, I already have an eyeshadow primer on. It is, of course, my MAC Painterly Paint Pot Primer because it is my favorite. It is my go-to. It is the one that works for literally every shadow formula. It doesn't work super well for glitters, but I do have a glitter glue for that, so that's not a big deal. I don't really know where we're going with this. I haven't decided. It's not gonna be too crazy, like I said, because I am going out for dinner tonight, but let's just get straight into this. So the first color I'm gonna pick up, let's do a little bit of All Hallows Eve. That's kind of like that lighter orange color. I'm gonna get you guys nice and close to me so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna sweep that a little high in the crease. It's just a really, really nice color to lay down nice and evenly to build a look off of. And I know a lot of people when they get this collection on YouTube have been doing really fun Halloween looks, and I would love to do that, and I'm still completely open to doing that. But like I said, for this particular video, I wanted to swatch it. I wanted to compare a little bit to last year's collection just in terms of what you're getting. And I wanted to do something, show you how it can be wearable as well, because I do think it's important to not like put certain collections away for like the rest of the year. You know, you want to be able to use it all year round. This color is Summon Us. I'm going to use that to build up my crease a little bit more. This is definitely my favorite color. I always love this kind of a color in a palette. I think it goes really well in any sort of a palette because it's just one of those really nice staple colors that you can sort of build a neutral look with. You can kind of lay it down as a base and use some brighter colors. It can go cool toned depending what you put with it. It can definitely go warmer toned. I just love colors like this. They're so versatile. Just like that. Now let's get, what do I feel like doing? I'm going to put a little bit of green newt also in my crease. We're just going to darken it a little bit, but more in the outer portion of the crease. So I'm sort of saying like deep in here. And we're kind of going to make it into a sort of C shape. Like a little moon, shall we say, like a little crescent moon. We're going to be on theme here. And just working it back and forth, adding a little bit more, then blending it out just like that, just to create a little bit of deepness there. I think I'm going to be going with the purple as well. I haven't worn purple eyeshadow in what feels like forever, and I do really want to because I'm really into the deep purple in this palette. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I think browns and purples go really nice together, and while it adds a bit of a pop of color, it still leaves it neutral enough and wearable enough that I can go out without feeling completely overdone, if you know what I mean. I don't know if anybody's ever felt that way or anybody's ever done that. I do it often. I remember once during quarantine or whatever you want to call it, when it finally ended, we went and did like a lawn meetup with a couple friends of ours because she was having a baby and we wanted to see her before she had it and give her her baby shower gift. And I had just spent time putting on like some serious like blue eyeshadow and red lips, and I was so thankful that I had sunglasses on the whole time because I looked kind of crazy. And it's good that they never saw that because they might have judged me. So this color is Hello Billy. This is like that purple. I do just want that kind of padded in the outer corner area a bit. And I actually might, you know what, I'm going to smoke a little of this purple down under my eyes. I think that's really pretty. I do have green eyes. Purple works really well for that. Like there was a brief period of time in my life where I thought because I had green eyes, I should only wear purple eyeshadow. Mistake, but you know, still fun. So now for a topper. So I think I want to use like this light champagne-y color, but there's a part of me that also wants to use this bubble color. It's like a deep copper sort of a tone. So let's try that and hope that this doesn't look insane. Little bit, but I've really toned it down. I've only put a tiny bit on and kind of really smoked it out quite a bit. But it still looks really pretty, and it kind of shows like how versatile it can be. It almost has like a little bit of like a pink tone to it. And then I'm going to take some of this Super Shock shadow in, which one was this? To Be Young and Beautiful Forever. And we're going to use that for an inner corner highlight. I'll say that this is a little less wearable than I had anticipated it being. I might add a bit more like brown to it because it did get a bit pinky on me just with how that glitter shadow went. It's not a big deal. I just want to kind of bring it back down a little bit. Still really pretty and, you know, super wearable. So really impressed with the quality of those shadows. Now for a lip, like I said, I think we're going to use Mary's. We're going to use that light nude color because it's just so beautiful. So I'm going to put some of that on. I'm hoping it is not too drying because my lips are already pretty chapped right now. So it's kind of like a peachy nude is sort of how it's pulling when it's on my actual lips. But really pretty, really easy to put on. I'm going to go off camera just to finish up my eyes, put on some eyeliner, some mascara, and then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts. Alrighty, so that is it for my makeup. I am all done. I've got an eyeliner and mascara, which definitely fixed up the look a little bit. It's still a little bit more pinky than I had intended on it being, but that's my own fault. That's not really the fault of the product. So how do I feel about the collection? I really like it. I think it's really wearable. It's really versatile. There's a lot in there for everybody. So, you know, if you're not into a black lipstick, or maybe you are into a black lipstick, you know, you have that option. I find that the palette is very wearable. It is quite small. I thought it was going to be more the size of last year's, but that's okay as well. The Super Shock shadows are absolutely gorgeous. Again, the spider stamp might not be for everybody, but it's still a fun little addition. So I definitely think that this collection is worth it. Now, maybe only certain pieces are worth it to you and others are not. That's up for you to decide. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will, as I said, put all of the links to any products that are still available down in the description box below, or at least list their prices for you guys so you guys can see that. And I will do it for last year's collection too, just in case you guys are kind of curious to compare the price points. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, what did you get out of this collection? What did you like? What didn't you like? And if you're not already and you want to be, then subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.